Hey, Inspired Tribe. How's it going? It's Jean Nolan here. It's Kristin Nolan here. It's the Inspired Tribe here. Welcome to another Live Inspired live stream. It is Wednesday, May 13th, 2020, and we're so excited that you're here with us. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your wonderful comments, emails, live chats, energies, participation, co-creation. We appreciate you guys so much. And remember, guys, we're healthy, we're wealthy, we're whole, and we're free. We're healthy, we're wealthy, we're whole, and we're free. As a matter of fact, remember, we all are the Inspired Tribe, right? It's beautiful. I hope you guys had a wonderful Tuesday after our live stream on Monday. It was a very powerful energy. A lot of you told us about it in comments and emails, and it felt very powerful, very empowering. And so today is going to be another really empowering love stream, a very important topic that we're going to jump on today, change, and understanding change, how it works, and what the processes are that we go through and how powerful it really is. Of course, we're going to do our wonderful meditation. Today, something a little different. Today we're going to do a Ho'oponopono, which is a Hawaiian wonderful ritual, and that's what we're going to do in our meditation today. Now let me say hello to everyone before we jump into it. I have seen so far Black Sky, I've seen Carla, Miriam. Miriam already said that she starts crying after a minute of "I'm not the body, I'm not even the mind." Very powerful. And what we're going to do today is equally powerful also. Kelly Emma said, "Hey Agni, hey Nellies, hey LG, hey Illy, hey Drew, hey Rising Sun, hey everyone. Thanks for being with us today." And let's jump into the meditation. 5 minutes together, really something very simple but very powerful. Again, it's called Ho'oponopono, and what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in and say, "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you." And remember that you speak these words first and foremost to yourself, but to anyone and anything in the universe that you would like to direct these words to. You can dedicate them to yourself and anyone you want. So, "I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you." That's Ho'oponopono, okay? So just tune in with me for 5 minutes. "I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you." "I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you." "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you." "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you." "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you." "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you." "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you." "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you." "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you." "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you." "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you." "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you." "I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. A few more deep breaths. Thank you. Namaste. At your own pace, in your own time, return to the present moment, to the here and now. Powerful, powerful meditation. Thank you for joining me. Really feeling it. I hope you guys are too. Really, really powerful. And just beautiful to be able to do this together, isn't it? Let me see who else tuned in. Meanwhile, it was pretty quiet, I guess. I think Rosie tuned in, Drew's here. It's good, we're all here, and everyone who's tuning in while we're speaking, welcome. You're part of the entire tribe. There's nothing you can do about it. As soon as you tune in, click on this live stream, whether it's right now live or whether it's later live. It's always live. You're always a part of the tribe now. We love you. We appreciate you. And today, we want to talk about uncomfortable change. We're going to talk about this new course that is coming up a little later, a few announcements on that. And of course, we're going to do Center of the Circle. We're going to do something powerful new today with the Center of the Circle, which is also exciting. So stay tuned, stay with us for the next hour or so. And we're going to dive right into it. Change. I mean, change has there's never been a bigger word, or a bigger word on the whole planet than change is right now. It's such a huge word, such a powerful energy. And a lot of times when we study the law of attraction, when we study how to manifest, when we remember how to do these things, how to work with the laws of the universe, how to consciously do it, we see guidance, we get beautiful guidance, but then sometimes we misinterpret certain things. And that's what we want to talk about today. Because once you understand these patterns, once you realize what's going on with you when you change, you will have such an easier time accepting all of the beautiful waves that this is going through. Now, change is never a linear process. Change is waves. But here's the good thing. Good change goes like this. You're going in waves, but you're going slowly kind of upwards, okay? And if you see, change always starts with, almost always, okay, it starts with discomfort. For most people, change starts when something in their lives, an area or their life in general, becomes really uncomfortable, when they're not happy anymore, when things aren't going well, when they're out of balance. And that's really what we call contrast, right? We experience this, we experience something not going the way we desire it, or we experience situations that give us more clarity. And then this is the discomfort part. The first discomfort part is when you figure it out and when it happens. And this can take a day or it can take a year. It doesn't matter how long it takes. There comes a point when you realize, okay, this is the discomfort part. I really don't desire this anymore. I really desire this. This is where the first wave of comfort comes over you. You now have taken this step. You realize what you desire. You become clear about it. You start visualizing it. You start dreaming about it, scripting, meditating, all the good stuff. And this is really, really, really good feeling. It feels amazing. It feels so good because you have clarity. You have aligned. You get the clarity. It feels wonderful in your body. It feels wonderful in your mind. You sleep well. You wake up good. It's all really going well. And then what happens is, after a little while, the discomfort kicks in. That's the next wave that's coming. And that's where most people say, oh, this doesn't feel good. Maybe I'm not on the right path. And it couldn't be further from the truth. This doesn't feel good. Saying this is deceptive, because where this usually comes from is from your body. You see, your body is this tremendous temple, and it's a tremendous organism that works. Nothing in the universe is as perfectly organized as the body, and we can't figure it out. No matter how many bodies we cut up and how many processes we try to imitate, the body is this perfect organism that works wonderfully. And what the body does is it adjusts to your thinking, and especially to your patterns of thinking and your belief systems, right? What you form. So what happens is, after a while, when you're doing something, whether it is true or not true, whether it's good or bad, doesn't matter at all. Your body reacts to it, and it will give you whatever your mind sends into it every day. So here's what happens. If you live your life in a habitual way, which most people do, right? They get up at a certain time, they do certain things at a certain time, and so your body gets used to that. When you then initiate change, your body falls out of balance, because now all of a sudden it's 10 a.m. and you're not doing what you used to do. You're not maybe reading the newspaper, you're not getting upset about something, or you're not having an argument, or you're not driving somewhere. All of these things now are starting to change, and your body's saying, wait a minute. It's kind of like addiction, right? Your body's addicted to the hormones that it is you produce. So at certain times, because you've been doing it for so long, your body does it. Whether you think like that or not doesn't matter at that point. Your body's a habitual machine. It reacts to your habits, and that's what it does. And that's where the discomfort kicks in. You're on the right path. You have made a decision out of alignment. You are desiring to change. This discomfort that you're feeling is your body trying to catch up. And it wants to pull you back in. That's the same thing with substance addictions. It's the exact same thing. The body chemistry is not up to par with where you are yet. It's not there yet, and that's okay. It takes the body a little while. That's why everyone, in not just in addiction, but if you want to change any habit, anyone who has done it and who's experienced it will tell you that you need to stick with it for at least 30, 60, maybe 90 days. And that's really, really true. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to experience discomfort for 30, 60, or 90 days. It just means that you are overriding a program. And the best way to do it, which causes you the least amount of discomfort, is when you implement meditation. And when you go in this, we've talked about it many times, when you meditate, you become quiet, you become peaceful, you become clear. At that moment, there's no pain. At that moment, there's no nothing really. You're in this zone of neutrality for a while. And then you can consciously, willingly, lovingly move into this field of infinite possibilities where this change happens, okay? That's where you do the change that you desire. That's where it's already done, where it's already created. And you visit that field to experience the feeling of it as often as you can. And in this sphere, your body doesn't give you any negative signals. It is because, it doesn't have you don't give it the voice in this sphere. But when you come out of meditation, the discomfort might return for a little while. And don't just kind of, get rid of the idea of change or the path you're on because your body feels uncomfortable. It's like when you go to the gym for the first time, or the first few weeks even. I mean, first you have this rush, this change feels good, really good. The happy hormones come out, And then your body goes, oh, wait a minute, I'm not used to this. No, 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 don't, stop, it hurts. It's okay. Change hurts a little. Change gets a little uncomfortable. But it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means you're now expanding your comfort zone. Your body is catching up with it. The more you implement the meditative processes, the more you go into these spheres, the better it feels. And that's why it is deceptive to say, does it feel good or doesn't it feel good? Because when you're out of balance, you can't really tell, is it your body chemistry? If it's just your body chemistry, then your body's taken over. Then your body's running you rather than you running your body, right? And that's never how it should be. That's never how it was intended to be, because you're the powerful creator that is in charge of this temple here. So with any kind of change, even, when you have relationships in your life that don't serve you anymore, where you feel there might even be toxic, and you end these relationships, or you move away from these people, or you just allow for them to kind of let go a little bit, then the same thing happens. You are feeling discomfort, and it might come even with the feeling of guilt, but it is really your body. You see, your body even reacts to other people. When you're with other people, and you notice this, pay attention. When you meet with other people, you have certain states that you come into when you are with certain people. With some people, you're in an elevated state, feels really good. You always have a wonderful exchange. With some people, as soon as you sit down with them, there's something that goes, it's like in your stomach, it doesn't feel good. So your body chemistry changes because of what you're habitually experiencing with these people. So the funny part is then, when you let go of these people in the relationship, your body chemistry will still at certain times react that way just by thinking of them, okay? And that's okay. Allow for this discomfort to take place, because when you allow for this to happen, you also allow for the wave of comfort that comes afterwards, because that's when you have actually completed this shift. When you have gone through, first step, the discomfort, where you know what you don't want and you know what you do want. Then the second step is this wave of clarity. It feels good. You are in this change process. You have made the right decision. Wonderful. You are on top of the world. Your happy hormones are out there. You can do anything. And then, boom, you hit this next wave of discomfort. That's the body catching up. And I can only encourage you to go and listen to Dr. Joe Dispenza. He is a master on leading you through these. I'm sorry, I'm spitting. I hope you're wearing a mask. He's a master of leading you through these processes and explaining it in a way more scientific way than I could. I can only tell you from experience that going through this and allowing it and accepting it, like what we talked about Monday, the acceptance part, it leads you back to your, to this Trinity place, to this beautiful unity place right in here, the solar plexus, the spiritual heart that you have. And that's where powerful change then happens in your life. So, in other words, most of you here, even in this time space that we have shared together here on the group, we could feel that you were going through these stages. Euphoria, where it feels really good, and then kind of coming down. And again, don't allow for this body deception to become your truth. It is just the body catching up. It is like anything, and I want to bring this down to the most simple processes. What you eat, when you change it, what your body, it will, for the first little while, it'll be confused. You're confusing it because you're not giving it what it is used to. It has to catch up. When you start working out, you're confusing it. It has to catch up. When you start feeling happier because you're doing wonderful new processes or exercises, reading other things, watching different things, your body needs to catch up. It is, the more you unify body, mind, and spirit, the easier this process is. But this is always happening. This will always happen through periods of change. Transformation is always known to be, has this element of discomfort. Appreciate it, be grateful for it, accept it in your life. That's when the powerful stuff really happens. Now I'm going to go and scroll up the comments to see what you guys are saying.
Beautiful comments today.
So what do we have here? Uh, okay, so Ileana had to go. I'm seeing Rajin as is smoking marijuana bad. It's really not for for anyone else to judge that. I've never done it. I've never had the urge to try it. To this day, I haven't. That doesn't mean I might not one day. Just never had it. I think whenever it comes to using an external substance, it always, it depends on your intention. Do you want to alter your state by using the substance? Then it becomes problematic, right?
He said it's calming him down. He uses it to calm
So
him down.
whenever you use a substance to calm you down, now here's my take on this and Kristine's take on this. She's really a professional in the field, but that's what she's been telling me. If there is an emergency situation where you're so out of balance, then sometimes it is a walkable path to use a substance to help you. But this is emergency, right? That's why people, when they experience great shock or trauma, they get something to calm them down for the moment. It's emergency. It's like when you have an accident, right? You use emergency medicine, you use emergency procedures. If this becomes a habit, you're then putting the responsibility for how you feel on the substance itself. And that always becomes a problem, because when the substance isn't there anymore, then you feel like you don't have the ability to calm yourself down, to get in that state. So I would say use the tools that you learn either through conversations, through videos, through books, whatever you feel inspired to do. Use these tools like meditation, walks in nature. Maybe it's a certain kind of prayer that you would like, or maybe it's scripting. Use these tools where they come from within rather than from something outside of you to calm you down. And then, if that's a recreational use, that's something different. But if you use it with, the intention for it to have a certain effect on you, I would say probably it isn't a path that we would recommend. And Kristin, as a professional, says she would never and she has never recommended it to any of her clients. Never rely on a substance to alter your state of mind or your state of feeling.
But you should look at the trigger. That's what I would suggest.
Kristin says, look at the trigger. That's her suggestion. What triggers that? So let me see what else is coming up. Okay, so that's a conversation that you guys are having where I can't really know what's happening here. Okay, I have to go back later and see. I can't really follow the conversation. But in general terms speaking, I really want to emphasize here that what is happening in your own process, and this can be always, because remember, micro equals macro and the other way around, which means what happens in the smallest organism also happens in the biggest organism. Everything is interconnected. So when you're experiencing in the process of change within you, the steps that we talked about, discomfort, comfort, discomfort, comfort, this wave upwards, the spiral upwards, if you will. This also happens on the on the macro level, when we look at our planet, when we look at our current situation, when we look at societies, political system, economical systems, even ecological systems, everything, it's the same thing. There's always a process of discomfort that accompanies change, and it's the same thing, literally the same thing. It's because our organisms need to catch up with the new consciousness that was born out of these discomforting situations, which is really important to understand, that there's no such thing as flipping a switch and things have changed, right? Because we would lose the advantage of the experience if it was like that. Now, there are shift moments in your life, and shift moments in your life mean that it's like it happens a few times in your life where something has literally, something has flipped the switch. And although your body needs to catch up, you just don't really feel the discomfort because it's so powerful. Those are shift moments, and we don't have them on a regular basis. They have probably they're in its own category, and I can't really tell you the methodology behind them. I just know that shift moments happen for everyone, but they're pretty seldom, pretty rare, but they're very, very powerful. But regular change, a change that happens, every day, every month, every year, goes through these processes, and that's fine, and that's really, really good, because we can all become clear, and as societies, we can become clear on what we desire and don't desire. So this time space that it gives us is really, really powerful. So yeah, I see you have a really cool conversation going on.
Carla is saying, listening to you while I'm doing my walk on the beach in Portugal, Algarve. Now the sun is sunset mode, adoring what I'm feeling from you, Shan.
Oh, thank you so much, Carla. Now, and thank you for bringing us to the beach with you. Because when you walk on the beach while you listen, I feel like we can be with you on the beach and see through your eyes the beauty that you're seeing and experience that. Thank you. And Portugal is definitely on my bucket list of countries that I want to visit, or we want to visit. I've heard so much beautiful things about Portugal, so we really want to come someday and walk on the beaches. So,
It is saying, I feel like I'm going through a strong shift and I'm trying to ride the wave and surrender.
Ellie says, that's what Christine just read, I feel like I'm going through a strong shift and I'm trying to ride the wave and surrender. See, surrender to the knowing that the shift is happening, very powerful. And then let me give you this analogy. When you're driving a boat, I spent a lot of times on the oceans in the Mediterranean, and especially when the water is, when it's windy and you have a lot of waves, there's this interesting harmonious process that happens. Is you have to surrender to the rhythm of the waves. You can't drive against the waves. You can't force your own pattern against these waves. But at the same time, you have to be at the steering wheel. You can't let go of the steering wheel either. So that's this interesting process that you have. You surrender to the rhythm of these waves by accepting them, not fighting them. And at the same time, you steer your ship into the waters where you desire to go. You see, that's how I always, and I've been in some really tricky situations out on the ocean because it can change very fast. And as soon as you give up the fight to fight against the waves and you go with the rhythm, you're halfway there. And you need to hold on to that steering wheel because you're the one steering the ship. So in other words, it's also like sailing. You're working with the wind. You can't work against the wind, but you're the one steering where the boat is going. And that's probably, that's the steering and surrendering process that you're feeling and experiencing. And it's powerful and it's good and it's beautiful. And we're excited for you that you're in that. So guys, embrace the discomfort, embrace these processes, and come back to this video or go to Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's speaking in lengths about this. He's an expert on this. He can give you the scientific data if that's how your mind is wired. I love that sometimes. His videos, seminars, books are amazing. And the more you dive into this understanding, the clearer you become about it, the less you fight it, and the faster these transformational processes work for you. So that's really, really powerful to remember, that the intuitive part of you that comes from source really is only the intuitive part when you are aligned. When you're out of alignment, there's only one element of you reacting. So coming into this unified process, body, mind, and spirit, is where you really can get clear guidance. That being said, before we do our newest version of the center of the circle, what are we missing? Haley said, thanks, Sean. It's like being in the hot seat. You answered my question. I didn't even ask. Well, I'm glad. I'm happy. It just, you used the right words, I guess, that triggered some thoughts. So we're going to do a new version of Center of the Circle. That's going to be really cool. We're excited about it. And before we do that, I want to let you guys know, for those of you who are new here, again, welcome to the Inspired Tribe. We love to have you. It's a loving community of wonderful people, high-vibing, positive, uplifting, inspiring people. We have, up until last week, we've done live streams every day. This week, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Now, next week, we're changing up the schedule a little bit. We are going to do Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, because Wednesday we have our life course. We're going to do Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. I don't think we're ready for 2 live streams a week yet. We need to stick to 3. Christine is looking at me like, I thought we were only going to do 2. No, we need to do 3, I think. 1 more week. But what we're going to do next week, starting next week, May 20th, we're starting the Inspired course. It's a 4-week course where we go deeper into the transformational tools. It's going to be a 90-minute live Zoom call. It's once a week for 90 minutes for 4 weeks starting May 20th. And we're really going to go into deeper transformational tools, stuff that Kristin has done with her clients for a long time, practices and tools that she has developed that are amazing and simplified and simplified and simplified, always coming down to the fundamental principles of change and transformation. So it isn't a specific course for money, specific course for health. It is something that will give you the tools to transform in all areas, to be able to what?
To build a house.
To be able to build a house, yes. You're going to get the tools, beautifully said, to be able to build a house. And that's going to start Monday.
Wednesday
Wednesday the 20th. May 20th. Again, 4 weeks, 90 minutes a week, and it's going to be $99. So we wanted to keep it really affordable. No matter what situation you're in, just email us at 365inspiredliving@gmail.com. We'll send you more info. Thank you for everyone who's already signed up. We're looking forward to it. And now,
Carla said something beautiful. I'm in.
oh, Carla's talking about the beach. We love it. We're coming as soon as we can. And now we're bringing in my wonderful wife.
Hey guys, how are you today? I love reading all your comments, and I love that you guys kind of have a conversation in the conversation. That's so cool. Carla, I love your idea. She's saying, Villa Mariana, we have the 2nd biggest Congress, all room for workshops together. So convention, so we can start planning for everybody to come here to meet. I am in. I am in. I love the beach. Hey everyone. Hey Kelly. Hey Illy. Hey Nellis. Hey Agni. Hey Emma. Hey Carla. Hey Rosie.
I also wanted to remind those of you who accused me of having invented Kristin before the live stream started. I remember you. I remember you accusing me of just saying she's behind the camera. She's only in my vortex. She doesn't exist. I remind you now.
That was so funny.
She does exist. She's here now every day.
That
she
was
lives
the
in
funniest
thing. People used to message me and say, Kristin, does she really exist, or is she only in your vortex? Because I would always say, you know, she's behind the camera. But yeah, she does exist.
So Rose is saying, I'm heading to the Florida beach in June. Love it.
Kristin is a mother to all children, whether they are physical or spiritual. I can only tell you that. She has, and I think that's kind of like how we live. Like when we are around children, we love to be giving to children.
Yes.
Because Drew just said divine female energy today, and Kristin is our mom. Kristin is a mother to all children, physical and spiritual, and I'm a father to all children too. That's what they say in the tribes, right? They say she's a mother to all children. I love that. So explain to us.
It's a boat marina. Oh, I love it even more. Please, Carla, do send us pictures.
Yes, please. Send us pictures,
I would love to see
videos.
pictures, yes.
Thank you so much, Miriam. Miriam says the talk inspired her. Thank you. Appreciate it. And again, this comes from Christine. You know, we have conversations. We go on long walks. We do like 6-7 miles a day. And we talk, and it comes from nature. It comes from spirit, and then, you know, it comes into these love streams here. So we don't really sit and script it out.
No, no, it's just what comes through.
So please tell us what we're doing today for the center of the circle.
Well, I thought, well, Drew says in astrology and numerology, it's the official start of divine female energy integrating fully once again in our society. Huh, that's cool.
It's
a
about it's time.
2,600 year circle. No,
6,000.
26,000.
Oh yeah, that's the Kali
It's
Yoga.
the-
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's our spin around the great sun, the center.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so I thought we could expand our center of the circle game, and the future is feminine. I agree, and we could put our planet or our I think planet is the right word for it because it has really no limits there.
Let's do that.
Or do you want to do our kind of way of living, or
No, I think the planet's good.
yeah, I would love to put the planet in the center of the circle and send out all the beautiful visions and pictures and energy and loving thoughts we have. I think this would be a cool thing.
And also what we feel, you know, how we feel about the planet, what it gives us.
Yeah.
Kind of like when we put a person in the center of the circle.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready for this? Oh, you guys are beautiful. Thank you for your
Thank
wonderful
you.
comments. So yeah, let's put the planet Earth. Let's put the mother in the
Let's
center of
put
the
the
circle.
mother. See, the mother is coming up again today. The planet gives me life. Yes.
Oh. I mean, loving. Love, joy, home, divine creation.
Fresh air, giving. Nurturing. Nourishing. Magical.
Divine.
Oh, maybe all the new people don't know what we're doing.
Oh, yeah, that's a
sorry
good point.
about that.
For those of you who are new to the center of the circle game, usually we put one of you in the center of the circle and then we tune into that person's energy. Today, for the first time, we're putting Mother Earth in the center of the circle and tuning into her energy. And it's a beautiful way of connecting all together with the planet.
Connecting and sending beautiful, positive vibes. And
We have wholesome, powerful, limitless, beautiful, unconditional love, renaissance, light.
calm and peaceful, generous, yes. Nice Gaia, yes. Cool breezes, renewing warm, paradise, limitless, always expanding greenery.
Oh yeah, green and blue.
Yes.
I will just, not to disturb you, but just to say a few words about my experiences. I had the great joy of seeing quite a few countries and continents, and it never ever ceases to amaze me, the beauty of Mother Earth, the variety. You know, from Iceland to Thailand to, you know, the mountains, you know, the Alps. I mean, just the variety of the beauty and the freshness of the air when you're on the mountain peak and the saltiness of the air when you're at the beach and the beauty of crystal clear water in Croatia and the smells that Mother Nature gives us. Every flower a different smell, every tree a different scent, every bird a different sound. I mean, just the most beautiful patterns that we can see in Mother Nature and the perfection of life of this organism. Carla says, perfect conditions to grow, to expand, to be the best version of ourselves, to play, to live magically, to be joy, to be truth, to be love, to be free, perfect and absolutely divine source creation. Carla, this is a buzzer moment. Big buzzer moment. Bzz.
The scent of rain.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I loved it too. Loving teacher. Language appreciation. Yes.
Yes, the earth is a loving teacher. Mother Earth is. Anastasia in the books says it so beautifully. She says that God's language is the sound of the trees and the sound of the birds. And, his letters are the trees and the different plants. And so this language that we are just learning now to understand again does need to be dissected, just heard and experienced. So beautiful. And we don't even have to understand it. We just have to experience it, to love it, to appreciate it, right?
And the beauty is that everyone will feel something different, hear something different, and smell something different.
Black Sky says, the mud, the sand, soft and squishy. Yes, indeed it is.
Forgiving, yes. Nature is healing and forgiving.
The beauty of summer rain after a hot day, when the afternoon rain comes down and you're standing in the rain and the water that is just coming down on you. How refreshing and rejuvenating. Mother Earth has space for all of us. Leanne says, whispers in the sweet breeze. Beautiful. Nellie says, love you guys. Have to leave early. We love you too. Have a wonderful day.
Abundance.
Drew says, 8th floor. The horizon, yes. The way we feel, the way we connect, the way love energy flows like liquid fuel through sound. Our bodies is so divine, and the humor of the way Source is so impressive. Yes, indeed. Just see all the beauty that's just coming through your mind right now, through your mind's eye, all that you're seeing, and how you could be in the city and go to a park and still experience the wonder of Mother Nature. In every little detail, in every bug, in every leaf, there is the secret of the whole universe, if you will. It has
That's
to be.
true.
Drew says, from the 8th floor, can see the amazing trees and sky from friend's apartment. Just incredible. Yes, it truly is. To be in a cruise ship and watch the sunset, or to sit on the beach and watch our friends, the dolphins, right?
Oh, yes.
For
love
hours
that.
and hours, observe the dolphins.
Yes, I loved it.
Or the seagulls as they fly and sing. And just, I encourage you all beyond this center of the circle every day to meditate, tune into the energy and expand that vision. Now, it only requires a very small percentage of people to do that every day, to harmonize our path forward into something beautiful and to love our mother again unconditionally, like she loves us every day and gives and gives and gives unconditionally.
And if you don't like the word meditation, well then just say quiet time or whatever. It's just
Or prayer.
or prayer. It's just a word, and all it means is just being quiet for a little while.
And tune into this energy of gratitude, for this beautiful planet that we have. And
Yes.
I can assure you it's such a tremendously beautiful planet. Black Sky says that would be cool, just to sit and watch sea animals. I'll tell you something, interesting. We were at the beach in October. I was playing at a festival down in Florida that I play every year. And we brought our oldest and our youngest, Noah and Sophia. And Noah, 16 at the time, he would sit for hours in the beach chair. It wasn't about surfing. It wasn't about playing, football or anything. He would just sit in a chair and observe the water, the animals, the dolphins. He was just at awe of of nature's beauty and how this interaction works. And this is powerful. It's extremely powerful. Rajing says, I can't get Portugal out of my head. Never thought I would visit this place. Here you go. It's unfolding, right?
Yes.
Thank you for bringing this vision to us. And I also wanted to direct you to, because you see, at this time, more than ever, we love the energy of all the beautiful teachers on the planet. And go look at what Dr. Joe is doing. I already said that. And Bruce Lipton is doing, and Dr. Buttar is doing. They're encouraging us all to go into these states, every day, where we see the future, where we already have created this future of a planet that is loved and appreciated again, where we are harmoniously interacting with the mother and with each other. Make that like at least 2-3 times a day. Make that your focus. And just play with it. Allow for it to feel as good as it possibly can. The mother is always here for us, so now let's be here for the mother too.
Amen.
Yeah, that's, I think, a good way for us to
Tune
tune out for today, right?
Yes.
We thank you for joining us. Thank you for everyone who is supporting us. With your love, your energy, with maybe even shopping in our merch store. We appreciate each and every one of you. We love the interaction that we're having here, or even in the private UC calls. It's all very, very powerful, and you guys are powerful co-creators. Amazing.
And I saw that many of you signed up on our Facebook page.
Yes.
And a conversation kind of already started, and it's beautiful to see. I love that.
Yeah, and the Inspired page on Facebook is really it's our page. It's not our page, it's our page.
Oh, yeah.
So really feel inspired or encouraged to share there. Of course, we would like to keep it inspiring, uplifting, and helping each other, but that's a given. And feel free to express yourself.
Yes.
All right, you guys. We'll see you all tomorrow.
No.
Friday. I'm sorry. I'm so used to saying this.
I know, but it's Friday.
It's Friday. It's going to be Friday at 2 p.m. Central Standard. And for those of you who feel like signing up for the course that's starting next Wednesday, so a week from today, send us an email. It's all in the description. And yeah, just have a wonderful,
blissful,
joyful,
funny,
tremendous,
Phew, magical
inspired
rest of your day.
We love you all.
We love
See
you.
you Friday.
Bye.